I sometimes have a stammer.
Are you stupid or something?
When you breathe like that, you sound a bit like Darth Vader.
Oh, like the King's Speech.
As soon as that came out and everyone watched it, it's just like, I'm a stammering expert.
It's nice that people have something to relate it to, because before the King's Speech it was Gareth Gates, wasn't it?
To be fair, I quite like the scene in the King's Speech where he just starts swearing and doesn't stutter, because that's real life stuff.
It does actually help.
He says something like,
You know what, that helps a lot though?
I've said it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Does it stop when you sing?
Yeah, it does. So people ask me, so why don't you just sing all the time instead of speaking?
Why don't you sing it? I'm like, well, I'm not going to burst into song in the chip shop.
Just imagine speaking to people like this.
People finishing your sentences.
This is probably one of the top 3 which I hate, especially when they get it wrong.
They're not really helping my stammer. Helping my stammer to me means for me to say the words and then get over them.
I used to be relieved, but then you get that feeling of shame afterwards of like, I'm gonna have to say that word again in the future.
What happened to you?
Someone jokingly said, did your parents beat you? And I was like,
I've been asked this so many times by people who don't understand.
I think the majority of people who stutter, it's just something you grow up with, basically. But there are some examples where people would have had a traumatic incident.
I personally don't think anything happened to me, unless my parents dropped me and didn't tell me. So, if so, that's not cool.
Are you stupid or something?
When they assume that you're dumb because of your stutter, I think that's due to a lot of movies like Waterboy.
Because people don't really think it's a disability,
Yeah.
then it's okay to poke fun at.
Whether it be Porky Pig or when fluent speakers stutter, it's when they're nervous. So people sometimes assume that you're nervous or you're indecisive, and it can come across in that way, but you know exactly what you want to say.
Is there nothing you can do about that?
That should get copyrighted. I've been asked that a lot of times.
There are things that help, to be fair. So accepting your stutter,
Exactly.
not hiding from it, letting other people know that you stutter.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do anything about it, then that's fine. No issue with that whatsoever. But if you do, yeah, there is help out there.
It's getting people to understand that it's a fluid thing, there's no cure, and you're always having to work on it.
Just put a search in and many kind of therapies will come up, and give them a go. This one for me is a bad one. Spit it out.
And that's the worst thing, because if people pressure you with time pressure,
It makes it worse.
It makes it so much worse.
They don't even have to say anything. Sometimes you just see their attention drift.
The ones I get a lot are either
Yeah, the clicks.
or the
When people look away from you,
Yeah.
when you can sort of see them cringing a bit,
Yeah.
being like, oh God, I don't want to be in this situation.
Don't you even know your own name?
It's not that we don't know our own name, it's just it gets blocked.
Registration would be passed around. And I can always remember kind of rehearsing and pre-rehearsing how I would like to say my name.
It is such a big part of you. It is you.
Singled me out and asked me why I was talking. Can't really remember what I mustered, but I did stammer on every other word.
Yeah.
And he imitated right back, gave tit for tat, and said, Nissa, that's why you should never talk in class. And he caught the class in ruptures. And I can remember kind of burying my head in my non-existing hair and stayed in that posture for maybe an hour.
Do you feel like your stammer holds you back?
I think I definitely hold back from doing things like going to drama club or like going for a captaincy in a sports team because I didn't want to do all the motivational talks at half time.
Certainly I couldn't do presentations. 15-minute presentation, you're looking at 2 hours.
There's just been some times where like I'm just like, I don't want to be here anymore. But at the end of the day, it's what makes me me.
Good things I like to think I do in life have maybe been because of not wanting anyone else to feel like
I think it made me a stronger person.
Yeah.
You can build character. So if I have a son and he has a stutter, I'd be like, fair play.
I see it as a positive challenge, and in fact, I'm quite proud to stutter.
It used to hold me, but it used to stop me from doing everything. But now I do what I want.
Yes, I stammer, so what? Like, it is me, so you need to deal with it.